Hello, you're watching WRPN, Washington Room and Picture News. I'm Sharon Carpenter-Rose, and this is my co-host, Kevin Troy.
Thanks, Sharon. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. On today's show, we're going to speak to a very special guest by the name of Mr. Lou Fraga. He's the Director of Photography for Roman Pictures. He's also a partner with Iconograph Studios, which we've had the pleasure of working with on set for Signals, as with Time Refugees. And also, we're going to speak to the spacecraft engineer, discussing the spaceship, the progress he's made, and that's Mr. Cizak.
Yep.
Yes.
Saul Cizak.
Saul Cizak. That's right.
And also, Room and Pictures last week was at the Virginia Film Office Expo, and we will have some live interviews from that show, interviews done by the lovely and talented Tracy Roman. And we will also be doing some in-studio interviews today, one with Connie Lamothe, a local producer and movie maker here, and another in-studio interview with Brian Dragonuk, a local producer and actor.
Yes.
Kevin?
Okay. And coming up next, ladies and gentlemen, local actor, television and radio personality, Mr. Brian Dragonuk. All right. I have to admit that it is a pleasure to meet you. I have to tell you, first off, all of my work that I've obtained out here has been because of your newsletter, your posting. And
me too.
Again, yes, I think just about every actor that's out here knows your name, and finally, I get to put the face with the name. I'm always, who the hell is this guy?
There actually is a real guy out there.
Yes, he exists.
Some people think that it's just this mythical website out there.
Yes, yes. Now, I have to ask you, with this newsletter, what made you get it started? What inspired you to get started with doing this?
Basically, I came into acting very late in life. I was 47. My day job was getting ready to go bankrupt. I had a lot of vacation pay and stuff, so on a whim, I went to an open call for the movie The Replacements. Got on the set and liked the work that we were doing. So I started talking to people who were telling me that they were full-time actors and that they had done TV commercials and all this other stuff. And they would tell you all about that, what they've done, but you ask them, well, how did you get that? Oh, my agent got it. Well, who's your agent? Well, I can't tell you that. You'll compete against me. Okay, I don't think that you and I are up for the same parts, but so
competition.
Yeah, as I started getting bits and pieces of information, I started passing it out as well. By the end of the movie, I worked 43 days on that set, used up all of my comp time, built up my bank account. And when the company went bankrupt, I went into acting full-time and started emailing the information that I got to the people that I had met on the set of The Replacements. And basically, I didn't want anyone coming up behind me to not be able to find the information they need to get started, whether it be who the actors are, what a headshot is, where headshot photographers are, why the wedding photographer at the end of their street isn't the right person to take their headshot.
Now, radio and TV hosting, how did that come into place?
Basically, Baltimore, Washington it's a nice market, but it is a little bit of a smaller market.
Right.
I want to try to have all of my income coming from here so that I don't have a 9-to-5 job getting in the way of what I enjoy doing.
Right.
So how I chose to do it was to broaden the types of work that I could do in the area. Instead of just doing TV commercials and extra work on major movies or things like that. I started doing some modeling that led to print work, everything TV show hosting and the radio just came as an outgrowth of me trying to expand all of the hats that I can wear.
Script, working on anything right now, and a book in development?
Yeah, I've got a couple of ideas for movie scripts. One script is complete. Unfortunately, I write the way I talk, very long-winded, so it took a long time to get the script right, and I finally decided that I would be the idea person and somebody else would be putting the words down, so that it worked out. That helped me get to the point where, for a couple of other ideas, I'm doing well on my own with it. I've got some people out in the West Coast looking for financing, because I don't want to shortcut things. I want to do it professional from the start. It is basically a common sense approach to an acting career, and I'm focusing on the really, really stupid things that actors do that cost them work, followed by, you know, if they'd have applied any common sense at all, they would have done this.
Right.
And I'm trying to do it in a fairly humorous way, because I don't want to be negative. Basic common sense thing, you're trying to tell a casting director, I'm a professional, send me on this $1 million project, or a movie, this $100 million project, because I'm a professional. Well, what's your contact information? Oh, I'm biker slut at... And
I think I've heard of that one before.
actually, it's real. She lives in Fredericksburg. She's a model. I won't tell you the rest of the thing, but she does use, then it's her acting contact.
Wow.
So how professional does she look?
Now, as far as headshots go, you had mentioned that. I'm kind of curious, because I've heard a lot of arguments back and forth lately about the color versus the black and white. Since you know so many people in the industry, what is your opinion on that? I mean, are people going towards the color now? Because it's typically been black and white.
Well, black and white has always been the main thing.
Right.
It started out on the West Coast, or the left coast, with color. In New York, it's coming in. I surveyed all of the major casting directors 2 years ago, and every one of them at that point said that color headshots were too expensive. You didn't get any value for the difference in money, because it didn't matter to them.
Right.
Okay, so if 1,000 black and white headshots cost you $120, and 1,000 color headshots cost you $860.
Right, struggling actors or...
You would be better off buying the black and white and going out and getting an acting lesson, is what they had said. Color has dropped dramatically, and black and white has gone up a little bit.
As far as the pricing.
So the pricing has changed, and I, for the first time in my life, got color headshots myself.
Then as a final note, we just want to tell everyone Anastasia Summers is a local actor and a good friend of Brian's, succumbed to a brain tumor that she had been fighting for a while. And her mother, Helen Jones, also involved in the entertainment industry, has been left with some staggering medical bills. And people can send donations if you would like to help out Anastasia's mom. And you can send those to Helen Jones, 19 Post Office Avenue, number 104, Laurel, Maryland, 20707.
That's it for now, ladies and gentlemen. Tune in next time.
Thanks for watching us on WRPN.